Every day, thousands of planes get their thrust from thousands of engines. But where did thousands of engines get their thrust?
Since the dawn of aviation, man has been searching for ways to power the airplane. In 1903, the Wright brothers handcrafted the very first propellers for the Wright Flyer. They were thrilled to have
section called electricity in the atmosphere. For every meter you go up in the air, the voltage increases by around 100 volts, or we could say around 100 volts per yard. We can draw these voltage increases using what are called equipotential lines. Notice that the ground is negative and the sky is positive with respect to each other. According to Feynman, this extends upward to 50 kilometers, or 31 miles, where the air is very conductive. This is the case in fair weather. In stormy weather, like a thunderstorm, things are quite different, and I won't talk about that here.
Right, just a quick one as always. Been shopping again. They are massive saving. I got the book for £6 from one of those discount bookstores. This one here is on the Airbus A380, an absolute monster of a look at that. I mean, it's a beautiful thing, isn't it? Now here you are. There's these here on the cone here. The cone, the vortex spiral, and there's a spiral there on you know, it's giving you clues, you know. Let's see here. Sorry, the sun's coming through the window here, but there's your spiral. And there's what, 4 of these engines strapped to these beasts. And here we are inside, showing you a better idea of how the air is sucked in, and then it's ignited when it's at the right temperature. So it's squeezed, and then it's squeezed in, and then it's flipped out the other way. Not the best expression, but Agent JZ will give you full details. Here we are. There's your cone, like a cone head, and your dunce's cap. I mean, it's an engineering marvel. That's the only way to describe these aircraft and these air engines. Here you are. Look, if you've never seen one, like I say, absolutely fantastic. Look at that. Just flipping through it here. So if you've never seen one, here you are. There's some more pictures for you. But this is they have a small one at the back of the aircraft here, which directs pipes. So this one starts up a bit like the start car that Agent JZ shows you. So this one starts up on its own merit, gets up to speed, and it delivers the air to spin these giant engines up via pipes and stuff inside the actual the wings. I mean, they are enormous. These things. They're, you know. It's just, sorry, it's my usual production skill set. I'm just flicking through pages. You know, if you're into your aircraft, I'm sure you've probably seen these flying past. You may even have been lucky enough to go on one. Anyway, that's not what I'm here to do. You know where I'm going to go with this, don't you? Sorry, I'm just flip back. Right, here's the wings being built, and when they're tested, I've shown you this before. They have movement. I can't remember how many feet. It is 6 foot in each direction. There's a hell of a lot of play in these things. But when they test them, hydrostatic testing is when you put water or fluid inside something to make sure it's not going to leak. They don't do that with these when they're testing the wings, because they don't put liquid in the wings, basically. I've been saying this and I'll keep saying it. I mean, here's a Haynes bits and bobs. I don't know whether it's going to... Let me see if I can find there. What's that say? 171. We can find 171. It's over there. What does that say? Wing skin panel, blah blah blah. Wingtip tank 167. So it's saying you've got tank. Oh, here's a better. There we go. This is the one. That's more like it. The fuel system. Let's read what it says here. Widely accepted that an aircraft's fuel system has more profound effect on its performance than any other system. This one has 11 separate tanks, 21 pumps, 43 valves. One of the most advanced in the world. The size and scale of the A30. Here we go. Owing to the fact that it's fully loaded, there is some 118 tons of fuel being carried in each wing. And are you reading that? Am I in the twilight zone? Here we go. Yeah? And the air can carry 320 litres of fuel, or about 250 metric tons. Now, a ton. What's a car? 2 tons? On the wings. Inside the wings. Providing 8,000 miles of a journey. Oh, there you go. There you go. So that's showing you these fuel tanks. So there was something else, if I can find it somewhere. Let's see here. There are 7 transfer tanks. There's your 7. They have to get that lucky 7 in, don't they? Each engine, feed tank. Each feed tank has a collector cell holds up to 1 ton of fuel. But again, when you take off in an aircraft and they do the banking as they have to turn off, you never feel any of this sloshing about. When there's turbulence, you never feel it sloshing about. And when you come into land, it feels exactly the same as when it took off. And if there's any pilots out there, please, you know, let me know. And there's some more stats for you. Volume in litres, weight in kilograms. And there you go, saying it's 785 kilograms per litre, and 1 litre being at 1 kilogram. So it's not far away, you know, when I've been comparing it to water. Oh, sorry about that. It's just my usual skill set here. So there you go, total, and look at that. That's phenomenal, isn't it? The weight there. And there it's showing you That's how they refuel there. Two large hoses connect to it. But look, let me look at this. The A30 uses Jet A and Jet A fuel, so I'm not making this up. This is liquid fuel they're trying to tell you goes in these wings. Complete refuel can take 45 minutes with a pressure of some 45 psi. It's just nonsense. There's not a chance on this earth of putting liquid fuel in it, and you know, we know this by now. I've done enough videos, you know, and there, look at them. It's an engineering masterpiece. And to bear in mind, underneath you've got all of the landing gear, and as I say, all the hydraulic flaps, and the hydraulics are all inside here, and there's all the electrics. There's all there's that back one with the starter car, and then there's all the pipes that have to go to feed all of these beautiful engines. Anyway, that's just a quick one. As I say, you can. I'm trying to name it. Was it the Works or something? One of these closing down bookstores. But you know, I just pick them up. I buy them. I'll stick them on my shelf, and hopefully one day we'll look back and we'll all be laughing at this. Well, I hope we'll all be laughing at it, laughing at the complete and utter bullshit lie of the liquid fuel going into aircraft, and how the rich have been siphoning off our money via these aircraft for 72 years plus, or more than that. And it's obviously not just aircraft, but this is just a video on that particular one. Anyway.